Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day. So now we're going to talk about the ladder that we visualized on the left side, which the top step is happiness. What are the two steps below it? Step number one is things and events. It's things and events. So there's hundreds and thousands of examples. We're just going to stick to a few where people just wait to buy their own home. They have a home of their own that makes them happy. It could be a car, it could be a vacation, it could be sports, and it could be clothing and gadgets. Those are the things and events that are outside of us, that make us, that help us out to become happy, to get to the third step. Then there's things as well that go inside of us that make us happier, which is drugs, alcohol, and food. So these are external things that come inside our body that make us happier, or events and things that are outside our body, that stay outside our body, that makes us happier as well. And what is the second step? The second step is external love. If we have external love, it definitely, any one of these two steps, get us up to the third step, which is happiness. What does external love mean? External love means that it doesn't come from you. You have people around you that love you, that validate you. Internal love is the love that comes from you, to you, by you. So if you come with this ladder, you as well reach to the top level, which is happiness. So what's the difference of the two ladders? If we are getting happiness, if we receive our happiness on the third level, on the third step, what is the difference? I have 2 or 3 differences. There might be more, but right now I have 2 or 3 differences. One is simple. One is absolutely free. The ladder on the right of contentment, which we'll talk about later in the series of how to get it, how to get there, the level of contentment is absolutely for free. Blissfulness is absolutely for free, which leads you to the third step, which is happiness. Everything on the left ladder, which are the things and external love, will always cost you. It will always cost you. Well, you can ask me, how does external love cost you? Maybe therapy, maybe some nerves, maybe some giving in to make the relationship work, to keep the love going, maybe concessions, maybe a credit card that's being spent. It's always going to cost you. It's not for free. That's the first difference. Here comes the second difference, which is huge. The second difference is, this is so exciting, contentment and blissfulness that comes from within by default when you are alive, if you know how to get it, can never be taken away. That's right, no one can take that away. You could go through horrendous hardships, and I have seen it. People that have been challenged through their core, they're not in denial. They understand their challenges. Sometimes they could cry if it's financial, emotional challenges. They could be temporarily sad. They might even be confused. But their core has never changed. Just like you have a diamond that's revealed and you look at it, you're excited, and sometimes it gets filled all around it, and on top of it filled with soil or mud, and you get a bit confused and concerned. Where is the diamond? You know it's there. There's the contentment is still there, the diamond is still there, and you look for it, you've obviously find it. Within a few months, you could find it. We're talking about challenges. Within a few minutes, you could actually find that diamond that you're looking for. There's a fascinating story. You guys might know it, but I forget the details. but there was someone that was in jail for many years. And when he came out, he described his time in the jail as very amazing, freeing, blissful, content. And they looked at him like he was crazy. Maybe this guy's in denial. And he explained himself logically. He said there was one thing they weren't able to control, and that was my mind. You could control my body, you could lock it up. But the thoughts that I want to think, the things that I want to visualize, the places that I want to go with my mind, they could never control, not even 1%. And he was super focused on this detail. So when he chose, he thought about times of him and his family, and he got happy. When he chose, he thought about great moments in his life. When he chose, he thought about the freedom that's coming to him very soon. So in those moments when his mind was in the realm, in the world of freedom, he was actually free. So while most people say this sucks, this is unfair, I can't move, and they think about all the things they can't do because he was in jail, he was super focused on everything he could do in jail, which is freedom of the mind. So here you see a human being that has contentment, and even though within challenges, they're going through a tough time. Now, by the way, people that are not content, and you know this very well, and we'll elaborate more about it and further in the series, they could have everything in life. There's always something going to happen. So the second difference is, let me just summarize it. Within the right ladder of contentment and blissfulness, that can never be taken away from you. And please join me next week, and we'll talk about how everything else on the left ladder, all the things and the people around us, can be taken away. So now you're starting to see the difference. Besides that one is for free and won't cost you, the ladder on the right, which you're climbing, which is contentment and blissfulness, can never be taken away. And the things and love, which is on the left ladder, the bottom two steps, can be taken away. Thanks for joining me. Until I see you back next week. Always remember, you're greater than you think you are. And I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about happiness? What's your experience? Maybe you can teach me something that I can incorporate it in the next few weeks in this series, because this will be a long one. Thank you.